Hi, how have you been? This is a Saturday. How has your week been? I want to share 2 tips of late that I'm using for my health, and they're quite exciting uh, they're quite exciting and motivating and encouraging. Even on days when I feel I don't have the energy for them, they've been quite inspiring. So one of them for my mental health, I've done and I do a meditation. It's a guided meditation. So there's this app called Insights. You can Google it. It's a free app. Yes, there's where you pay, but there are also free meditation for the lovers of meditation. It has guided meditations. So there's this gentleman in specific called Jackson that I follow. So it has meditations around anxiety, around stress, in the morning when you've just woken up, in the evening when you want to relax, it is a guided meditation that makes you feel more calm, more at peace, and you feel better. So there's that meditation, and I use that app. It's called Insight Timer. Then the other tip for my body or exercising, physical health, I do my exercises following an app called Fit On. Fit On, it's an app on Google Store or any place store on its store. You can pick it from. It's pink I think. Why I love it is it has very many instructors. It has very many modes of exercises. On days when you're tired, you can do yoga. It has instructors for yoga, for stretches. In case you want to do HIIT exercises, you have that energy and you want cardio or HIIT exercises. If you just want to work on the arm, there are specific ones for the arm. Those who want the butt, those who want the stomach, if you want abs, if you want just the legs, if you just want the neck, Fit On is for you. It is a very good app that I would highly recommend. So that is on some days I do the app, normally especially in the morning when I just want to do a stretch, something very quick to energize my body, I will do that. Then sometimes in the evening, if I'm not using Fit On, there's a lady on YouTube. The YouTube page is called Growing Ananas. I think Growing Ananas. In English, it's Growing with Ananas. This app, this lady also does very many things. If you want a HIIT, if you want a stretch, I follow her, I enjoy her. She knows what she's doing. So yes, for the physical exercises, I normally use those two: the YouTube channel for Growing Ananas, and then the app called Fit On. Then for my mentor, I use the meditation, the guided meditation. It has the breathing, it has everything in there. So those are my 2 tips for health, for keeping me a bit healthy in terms of those two. Share your tips. How are you keeping yourself healthy, emotionally, physically? How are you keeping yourself healthy? Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We welcome you back to the Sisterhood channel, where we are delegated to share with you practical tips on financial, mental, physical, emotional, social, and all aspects of life. Me, Shamim Namuli, as transformational coach and an auditor by practice. Then we have Leila Najuko, a life coach. And we have Hatma Nalukwa Sekaya, a media personality, a chef. She does a lot of things, alhamdulillah. Today, before we jump into our topic, I'm reminding you to please share this video with anyone, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification button not to miss out on any video whenever we post. Sisters, today we are going to share about the health practical tips in whatever aspects. And remember, we set our goals. We started setting our goals, and all of us we set goals. And when we set goals, we have to get practical ways, practical tips, we have to achieve them in a practical way. So today, I'm going to share with you some of the practical health tips I'm using to achieve my goals. Remember, I set the spiritual and discipline as my goals. So for my discipline, number 1 tip I'm going to give you is I'm working on my mindset. And I've set health tips on how to go with my mindset. A mind has 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts in a day, both positive and negative. So I noticed that my thoughts really matter in this journey of achieving my goals at the end of the year. So for my mind, I set tips, and the number one tip I set was to journal. I decided to make journal part of me, part of whatever I do. And I journal every day on a daily basis. Let it be something which amuses me. Let it be something which doesn't amuse me. I make sure I journal. And it has really made wonders for me. Wherever I'm grateful, I journal in a gratitude way. Whenever I do something wrong or when I'm the root cause, I forgive myself. So tip number 2, under my mind, I challenge it. I challenge my mind every day. How? I make sure that at least every day I learn something new. Something new is part of it. I make sure that I have to learn something new on a daily basis. Let it be about cooking, let it be about body, let it be about eating, let it be about reading, let it be about anything. I have to make sure I learn something new. But particularly, my long-term goal for the end of year is learning a new language. And I've embarked on the journey of learning a new language. So it is embedded in my day-to-day life that I have to really learn something about that language I'm learning. So maybe I'll share it with you when I'm there. But now I'm too much on learning. I challenge my brain so much. Number 3 tip, still under the mind, I have a sleeping routine because I make my mind to be active the whole day. So it means I have to rest my mind and my body at the end of the day. And you know what I do? I have a sleeping routine where at least I make sure by 10 I'm in bed. What are you doing at 10? Eh? At 10, what are you doing? Me, I'm in bed. I'm jumping into my bed. So I really make sure that at least I sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. If I've not made to sleep for those hours, at least I make sure I get enough sleep for my body to help me move my activity in the next day. Sometimes I can take a nap, but at least I make sure I have enough sleep. Then my number 2 health tip I've embarked on is about my soul. Remember, I said spiritual goals. It's one of my goal. So I embarked on my spiritual journey, and how do I make health tips about my soul. Number 1, I pray in time. I'm a Muslim. I make sure that I pray in time. And I've made sure that whatever thing I read during prayers, I understand it. And it is really doing me well so far. Number 2, under my soul health tip, I make time for the Quran. At least I make sure I read something from the Quran. If I fail to read the Quran, at least I make sure I do dhikr.
Hello, how are you? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Sisterhood platform. Now, I'm here to share one of the health habit or tip that I've adopted, which is helping me keep healthy this year, 2024. Personally, I used to be an addict to very, very cold water. Then 2, I used not to take the recommended dosage of water intake daily, which is 8 glasses a day. So I would find challenges taking water. And when I attempted to take water, I would take very, very cold water. Now, this is what I do. I'm going to show you. I infuse my water overnight. I infuse it with cloves and cinnamon, either cinnamon sticks or cinnamon bikutaya. So I put in my flask. I have a black flask. It's for 1,500 milliliters. So I infuse the water. I put the cloves in there. I put the cinnamon in there. And then I put hot water, boiled water, very hot. So I infuse it overnight. So during that day, first thing in the morning, I take some of that water. So throughout that day, I keep sipping on that water. It will be warm Yeah. Yeah, so I keep sipping on that water while refilling, because there's a time it becomes concentrated. So I refill still with warm water. So this is helping me. You know, when it pushes me to take the water, because I know I'm not taking plain water. What are you doing? Here is the trick. What is that thing that you love the most? Is it lemon? Is it cucumber? Is it mint? Put it in that water, infuse it in that water, and it will compel you to be taking water throughout the day. So here is my cloves, my cinnamon, cinnamon what? Banange, stem skin, ebikuta. But at times I use cinnamon sticks. Of course, they are also got from the stem, the cinnamon stick stem. This is the cloves. You know, these are the cloves. So this is my black flask, which is 1,500 milliliters, where I put the cloves, the cinnamon, and I infuse it overnight. So in the morning, I sip on this water, 1 cup in the morning, and then during that day, I keep sipping on this water. During that day, I keep sipping on this water. If I can just show you, I want to show you how the water is. Oops. Okay, now this is my water that I infused overnight. So in the morning, I take the water. Yeah. Very lovely, very flavorful to drink, and it just compels you to be drinking water all day. So you can infuse your water with cucumber, lemon, mint. You know, others I've seen put chia seeds. What is that one thing that you really love? You can infuse it in that water and keep sipping on that water every day. Yeah, so this is Hatmanalugwa Sekaya Sisterhood Platform. I hope you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to be alerted when the next video comes on. See you.